Hi. Right. So my name is Adrian, and I am a writer, a coach. I've been doing things online, oh my God, since like 2005, 2006, which is a lot of years at this point. And it's one of my favorite things to do because there are so many ways that we can share what we have with others through the online medium. And so I think that we're so lucky in so many ways to be able to use this space to connect with people. And that is becoming, of course, more and more important as, I don't know when you're going to be watching this. If you're watching this now, then you are with me in the midst of all of this coronavirus experience. And that is, it's going to be interesting for us because I believe that there are going to be a lot more people being at home for a while. We don't know how long, but we're going to be, having to experience ourselves and our work and our lives a little bit differently, or very differently, for me, because I've been working from home for years now. My life hasn't changed all that much. But for a lot of people, it's a huge shift. And I really want to support you in that shift if taking your work, your purpose, your art, the ways that you can help, the ways that you show up in the world to that online space. Whether this is something you've already done before or have never done before, hopefully there will be something in this that will really support you. And I'm really wanting to get through a lot today. My plan is to spend maybe about half an hour just tearing through this list of things that I want to share with you to get you started, so that you can share your work online. You can support people through, the various ways that we can do that, with phone, with video conferencing, with email, with video. And then, to help you make money if that's something that is being a concern for you right now. Whether you need to replace your income or you would feel better if you had more streams of income, whatever it is, online is an amazing way to do that. And excuse me for the brightness of this room, but I'm in an office that's still fairly new to me, and the sun happens to be really shining in my face right now. So, how to take your business, your art, your work online. Yay! This is why we're here. So, this is kind of a magical way to do it, especially if you're stuck at home and cooling up the walls or wanting to just experience things a little bit differently. There is really no limit to what you can do, what you can create, what you can the word achieve is coming through, what you can achieve in this space. And I think that the first thing to do, if your business, your work doesn't automatically lend itself to being online, the first thing to do, and even if it does, start thinking outside your usual pigeonhole. Start expanding your view. Start thinking in the ways of, okay, these are my skills. This is how I can serve people. This is how I can help. This is what my experience has given me. How can I use that to support others? I think a lot of us tend to think that what is easy for us is easy for everyone, and that is most certainly not the case. So I'm sure you have some skill, many skills, to share with people, and you can do that in a bunch of different ways. The example that was coming to mind was, like say a hairstylist. The immediate thought might be that, okay, I'm a hairstylist. I can't do that online. I can't cut people's hair online. And yes, that would be very difficult until our technology advances. But what you can do is you can teach people about how to take care of their hair, how to style their hair. You can teach other hairstylists, how to do what you do, or, maybe you have a specialty with knowledge that you can share. Maybe you can, there's so many things we can do. We can educate, we can inspire, we can entertain, we can serve, we can listen, we can do so many things, and they can all be done online, and they can all, receive money for being done online. So really the one thing I'd really love to invite you to do after you watch this, or while you're watching this, you can turn me off and just start doing your thing. That would be a very good use of your time. Is to really expand, think outside your usual box, and know that you can do this now. You can start today. You can start helping and serving people today. You can start receiving money for this today. Truly. If you have an idea about a way that you can help and the way that you want to be compensated for helping in that way, that was an interesting sentence, but roll with me here. You can do that now. If you have an idea, you can execute on it today. And of course, you don't have to do it today. You might be a more practical, logical person than I am. And you might really want to like take some time to plan it out and to share it. It's whatever works for you. What I'm inviting you and challenging you to do here is to not put this off, not feel like, okay, I need to have a perfect business plan. I need to know exactly how I'm going to do this, because you don't. If we wait until it's perfect, if we wait until we know exactly what we're doing, we're never going to do anything. Not a thing will ever happen. So I'm really challenging you to start now, start anyway, start with what you've got. And so you can do this in so many different ways. To speak about this a little bit more practically, if you don't have a website, you can start one. You can start one on Wix. You can start one on Squarespace. There are, what I love about Squarespace is it's fairly easy to use and it looks nice, and you can start, you can take the first 2 weeks for free. I'm not being paid by Squarespace. I just happen to have used them for years. You can set up your website for free for the first 2 weeks. And then if you like it, you can start, paying for it at that point. And, or you don't have to do any of that. Like with all of the things I'm going to mention in this little instructional video that we're doing here, you don't have to do any of it. You don't have to do anything that doesn't sound like fun, that doesn't sound, because really we want to go where the energy is going. So if you feel like, oh my God, I would love to make a website. I would love to say, hey, this is what I do and have a home for it. And I can just send people there. If that feels really good, do that. If that sounds terrible and like something you do not want to do, don't do it. Use your social media account. Use your email. You can email friends and family and say, hey guys, this is what I'm doing now. This is what I have to offer. Who do you know who could use this right now? Who would really benefit from my knowledge, entertainment, art, whatever it is? So, and most of us have social media accounts, and that is a beautiful way to start. There are so many people who make insane livings using their social media accounts. So really, it's just about sharing what you do, asking yourself, how can I help? How do I want to help? And how can I share that? And how can I be compensated for that? How would I like to be compensated for that? And side note, I would just like you all to see that I wore my favorite t-shirt for you. This is a unicorn on a bicycle, and I think that was important for today. So really, it's about doing whatever feels good to you in this moment. So the question to maybe journal on, meditate on, start brainstorming on is, how can I serve? How do I want to serve? What do I love to do? And how can I share that with people? And do I want to be compensated right now? And if so, how? There are a million ways that we can receive money through the internet. There's, I do Patreon, and I love that. It means I can share my personal essays with people who want to support me every month. And that's dynamite. I love that. So that's a beautiful way for writers and artists and video creators to, to build a subscription base and invite people to view their work and support them, whether you choose how much people have to pay, or you let them decide for themselves. You can use PayPal, you can use all sorts of things. There is no end to the ways to receive money for your beautiful work over the internet. And one thing that is really important too is that starting a business for yourself, if you're already in business, this, and you're just transferring it to online. But if you maybe have had a job that you can't go to right now, or maybe you feel like it's not the thing you want to be doing or ultimately should be doing, starting your own business will bring up some stuff. It will bring up a lot of our self-worth issues. It will bring up a lot of ideas around money and do I deserve money and how can I ask for money? That's terrifying. So the mental work with this is important too. The mental and spiritual work is more important than the social media work or the, building the website work or sending out the email work, because you want to know how valuable your contribution is, how important your work is, and know how to speak to the people who really want to receive it. And all you need to do for that is just check in with yourself. Okay, who am I working with? How can I work with them? And ask your brain, your soul, your guides, however you work, to guide you and to show you, okay, how can I speak to people in a way that calls them in a way that really supports them, in a way that is mutually beneficial for everyone, in a way that's in the highest good. So really, one of the biggest things with this, especially if you're moving online for the first time, is to just notice when doubts come in, when mental blocks come in, like, oh, this couldn't work for me. This works for other people. It won't work for me. This, I don't have the time for this. I need to be making money now. Or, whatever those little, like, this isn't going to work thoughts are, just catch them, notice them, and ask yourself, okay, is that really true? Pro tip, it's not true. Whatever your negative thought is, whatever thought doesn't feel good, it's not true. It doesn't need to be true. You can just click that right out of your experience and just know that this can work for you. This will work for you. You can create the experience and the life and the way that you want to serve, the way that you want to create. And, you're here because you have something big to share with the world. You have, whether it's writing or music or coaching or healing or teaching or speaking or being funny for people to make them laugh, you have something, and you probably have a number of those things that you can then combine. And so the really beautiful thing is that nobody can offer what you can offer in the way that you can offer it, because nobody else has your set of skills, your combined with your life experiences and your life stories and your energy. And so your energy is the most important piece of this. When you bring that energy of enjoyment, and I love sharing this with people, it's magnetic. And that's when, things start to ping pong around and start to come to you in a really fun way. So keep noticing when those little gremlins of doubt show up and just gently usher them out. Maybe listen to them if they're being really loud, but then just remind yourself that that is not true, that you can create what you desire to create. And all you have to do is show up, keep showing up, and keep going. It only doesn't work if you quit, essentially. That's the only way it won't work. And as long as you're showing up in a way that you feel really called to do, like, do you have a message or not? Do you have something to share or not? Do you have a way to serve or not? And as long as you're like, yes, I have something to share. Yes, I can serve in this way. Yes, I want to share what I create in this way. You will never, you can't fail. You just can't fail, because your people are looking for you. Your people are waiting for you. And now is the time. Now is the time when people need what you have. Now is the time when people need your, the ways that you can share and entertain and heal and love and serve. This is the moment. There has never been a better one. This is the moment to share all of that. And doing it over the internet when people can't leave their houses is perfect, is really, it's amazing. So the money piece of it, and I know that I'm going through a lot of information very quickly, and I'm speaking fast, mostly because I want to give you as much as I can in this half hour or so. And if this is something that you're catching later, because I literally decided to do this like 2.5 hours before I went live, if you're seeing this later over the link and you would like me to do this again, I would be happy to. If I get like maybe 5 people asking for me to do it again so that we can answer questions and do more of that, I would be happy to just email me. You can reach me at amberadrian.com/contact. Just go to my website. You'll see the contact thing, or leave a comment here because I'm happy to do this again if people want it. But for now, I just want to really give you some ways to get started. Really, what I really want to get through here is that this is possible. This is a beautiful way for you to serve, create, enjoy, make money, have fun. You can create community. You can inspire people. You can entertain people. You can serve people. You can show up for people over the internet. It's glorious. And I feel like my brain just stopped there because I'm like, it's glorious, done. That's all we need. But the other piece of it, of course, is money, because you're one of my favorite phrases is, my work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. That is an Amanda Francis saying. She's a great one to follow online for money mentality and for creating your life online, creating your business online. She does great work with that. And I really like that mantra of hers. And I find it really supportive because it's true. Your work is of high service and it's worthy of massive compensation. And so as you begin to really allow that to seep into your bones and your being, you can start showing up in a way that will invite that in, that will call that in. And so where money is concerned, ask for it. Create containers where people can pay you for what you're giving them. And you can do that today. You can do that right now. And the only thing you need to decide is, how do I want to help, and what do I want to charge, and where do I want to do it? If you want to do it on YouTube, you can. I know that I haven't personally done this, but I know that you can set up subscriptions via YouTube and be paid through YouTube. You can, Squarespace has a Stripe thing built into it. Stripe is a payment method. And so you can set up a shop in Squarespace. Like if you have things that you sell in the real world, you can also sell them online. And if you have coaching services, if you have healing services, if you are funny online every week and would like people to donate to, support you, there's so many different ways that you can do it. You simply need to decide how you want it to work and put it out there, start asking for it. And everybody has a community already. You have your friends and family, you have their friends and family, you have social media, you have everything you need to create this for yourself now. I guarantee it. If it occurs to you, if the thought, oh, I would love to make $15,000 a month online and I'd love to do it now, you can create that now. The only thing that ever stops us is those little mental doubts that say we can't. And so continuing to show up and negate those mental doubts. I don't even know if I love the word negate, but show up and dissolve those mental doubts. Train your brain to see and feel the abundance everywhere. Train your brain to recognize and know that you can receive for your work, for your art, for whatever it is that you do. And yeah, I feel like I would love to do one of these where I open it up for questions, but I think, oh, Rita, I think you're here. Yes, I'm happy to have you. I'm glad you're live. I'm glad somebody's live. That's exciting. I would love to be able to answer questions about this if people have them. So again, if you would like me to do this again, please feel free to reach out and let me know that you would like that, and I'm happy to set that up. Or if you would like to talk about this one-on-one, I would be happy to do that. I do sessions with people. You can just reach out to me again, amberadrian.com/contact, and we can talk about that. Or, if you're catching this later and would love to be informed about the lives that I do online, just subscribe to my newsletter. That's where I always send them, even if I don't send them out on social media. So amberadrian.com/subscribe, and you will hear about all the things. And that's really how we do it. We offer something of value, whether it's your story, your experience, your teaching, your whatever it is you have in the way that you serve. You offer what you would love to share for free. And then you say, hey, if you would like to do more of this with me, you can offer them something, that so they can go deeper, because there are always going to be people who just want the free things. And there are always going to be people who are like, yes, I love you. I love your energy. I want to do more. And you just need to tell them how to do that. And then allow them to come to you for that. And that's really the way to do it. What else? I feel like it was so interesting today because I got the hit to do this. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to make this happen. And then I was really thinking, and I had all of it in my head, and I was giving the speeches in the shower mentally, of course, because I'm not talking in my shower. I only sing in the shower. I don't talk in the shower. And so now I feel like I've already done this like 6 times in my head, and I have no idea if I've shared everything that I want to share. So let me just look at my notes here and see. Yeah, so you have a very specific combination of skills, stories, and energy that people want, that people need, that people are looking for. And so it's simply your job to share what you have, share your experience, share your stories, share your expertise, share whatever it is you have that will help people, that you see and feel and know that people need, and keep sharing, keep showing up, and keep offering them ways to do more with you. And that is, it's a lot of fun, and it's a beautiful way that we can serve in this kind of unstable time, this space of uncertainty, this space when a lot more people are at home staring at their screens. If you can show up and be a note of guidance, of hope, of wisdom, of, hey, I can help you with your taxes. Like, I don't know who's going to be watching this video. I can help you with your taxes. I can help you. I can tutor you. You can tutor online. You can basically almost anything you can do with people that you do in person. Much of that can be done online. Again, hairdressers probably, you can't actually cut people's hair. You can't actually collect people's garbage through the internet, but you can tell them why collecting garbage is important. You can tell them about your experience doing it. You can tell them so many different things that people need. If you feel like you have it to share, there are people out there who are looking for it. So the invitation here is to just ask, how can I serve? How do I want to serve? How do I want to do that today? And how can I tell people about that today? And how can I have a container set up to receive them? So if there are people who want to work with you, just make sure that you're ready to set that up, in a response. Or you just have a place online that they can just click, purchase, I want to do this with you, and in it comes to your email, and boom, you've made money. You have a way to work with people in a new way. So yeah, that actually went faster than I expected, I think because I was talking so quickly. So I hope that was helpful. And just know that I am here to support you. You can find me on amberadrian.com, and you can reach out to me through my contact page. And there are so many people online who are ready to support you. And so if you want to do this, there's so many resources out there to help you, me or other people. If there's something that you want to do, it is there. And that's the beauty of this, because you have things to offer as well. You have ways to serve that people desperately need right now. So just decide how to do it. Decide how to start. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be amazing. It will be exactly what is needed. You just have to show up. Don't worry about showing up perfectly. Don't worry about setting it up in the most beautiful way possible. Just show up. Just do it. Just start. Just start. Just decide and start. So that is what I have for you. Again, I would be happy to do this again if anybody's watching this later and would like to get on and ask questions, or, I'm sure there are many things that I haven't covered because, you know, we could talk about this for months and not cover it all. But I hope that that helps you get started and start playing with this. And yeah, again, questions, pop them in the comments or email me and we can play with this more. And I'm happy to work with people one-on-one on this. I've been doing things online for years. I've been making my living online for years. And so I'm happy to support you in any way that I can. So thank you, Rita, for showing up. And thank you, everyone who watches this later. I hope that it is helpful, and I love you all. And I believe that this time, as weird and wacky and crazy as it is, will be an amazing catalyst for so many of us to go through our own personal journey, to feel what we need to feel, to start those businesses that will support us in amazing ways over the next, the coming years. I believe that this catalyst can be used in really wonderful ways. And if what you need right now is to relax and to not do anything, do that. This will be here when you're ready. All right. Thank you. I love you, and I will see you soon.